every week I come up with some kind of excuse to play some kind of Metal Gear game, and we are starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel here to some extent. I did not mean to press that, and that means going through the acid games, which, believe it or not, we have scraped lower levels than this before. When it comes to non-canonical Metal Gear spin-offs, I did play through Metal Gear Mobile for the Nokia N-Gage on a Nokia N-Gage emulator for this stream, and that was wild. But Metal Gear Acid 2 feels like, of all the layers at the bottom of the barrel, this has got to be one of the top. Like, this is glaze. You want to scrape bits of this out and sprinkle it onto the other real games. Whereas stuff like Metal Gear Mobile, you can leave that burnt at the bottom of the pan. No one wants to eat that. It's not going to be useful. Metal Gear Acid 1 felt like a lower level of the bottom of the barrel than Acid 2. Metal Gear Acid 2 so far feels like something aesthetically divorced entirely from the rest of the whole series, mechanically divorced. Let me adjust my adjectives. Metal Gear Acid 2 feels relatively aesthetically divorced, but entirely mechanically divorced from the rest of the series. And that's why it feels like it's not occupying the same part of the barrel as the rest of the weird stuff that I'm going to be playing for the weeks ahead on this Metal Gear Monday feature. One thing that is also happening is the Super Bunny Hop Metal Gear Monday and Sad Stream Fridays and Saturdays are popping more so than usual. The Super Bunny Hop Super Discord server is popping more than usual. It's almost like a weekly event sort of vibe going on. Last week we had awkward, weird European art house movie night where we watched two like experimental 15-minute short films about countries that participated with the Nazis and feeling guilty about it 30, 40 years later in the 90s. And then we watched a 3-hour-long Italian neo-realist movie from the 70s where peasants live on a farm and sometimes they have problems. The end of the movie is very sad. If that sounds like your jam, if you like watching 3-hour-long weird European experimental art movies, please Google the Super Bunny Hop Patreon and see what's going on there. In addition, we have a real esoteric list of bullet points to be advertising this thing, because in addition to weird European art house movie nights sometimes, we're also having Rainbow Six Siege nights. Rainbow Six Siege added the Solid Snake update, and me and the guys got a gang back together again. It was pretty funny. Two of the three, which actually means 3 of the 5. 3 of the 5 members of the squad that we got were Super Bunny Hop veterans from maybe the decade ago it was that the Super Bunny Hop Patreon server launched with Rainbow Six Siege game nights. So the vibe we're getting from that, I want to reiterate, is that Super Bunny Hop is back. The train is rolling. The video essay train is considerably lower, but the social media personality marketing train is rolling at full steam, because making video essays while going through all of these busy obligations I'm signed up to be taking care of recently is very, very tough, and the other stuff is good way to deep. I might have had depression last week. I think I figured out why and what sort of habits I need to get out of it this week. And one way is to feel important and feel like one has contributed something to the world and the historical record of your people or peoples. I'm gonna post a link here. I wonder why. In the first few lines of that news article, one might notice a mention of a favorite computer game of mine called Hunt Showdown. The article in question was published by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, a very respectable, formal newspaper that is one of the last holdouts for traditional journalism left in the country right now and is sorely needed. A big, wonderful investigative piece about my issues in my community has been made, and I almost can't believe I'm saying it, but whenever the world looks back on what was going on in my community during these years, they will see the computer game Hunt Showdown mentioned in the official newspaper of the records for the relevant records of this fiasco. So there you have it, my friends, my fellow gamer men, my fellow demographic. If you ever felt powerless, like you had no influence in the winds and the turbulent storms of where our world is going, may I please implore you to use this as an example. Hunt Showdown is now officially part of in a small indirect way, my city's official history going forward. And long after I have passed, this news article will still be around, and it will bear mention of my name, the problems that me and my community are going through, and my current favorite computer game of the time to instill it upon the record for all eternity, or however long those records end up lasting. Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed about some more media coverage coming out today. That is great. There is a weird link on the title of this Twitch page, and that I may have posted on the Twitch chat history. Please follow that link and oh geez, there we go. Let me know what you feel. Discuss if you will. I will thoroughly enjoy tabbing in and out of a game that I'm expecting to have fun with for once, and the news talk discussion that will be had here about I don't want to call it a Q&A. It cannot, but I might be able to make your experience reading the news that much more interactive and real today. So we're gonna hear commentary on me playing Metal Gear Acid while you simultaneously read the news. So that means that whatever sentence you're currently reading through, you're gonna have to somehow square it around the circle of Major Zero activating a sonar. All enemies appear on display. I don't know if that's that helpful in this game, because in this game you can like pause and zoom the camera out to see all the enemies in play. C96 and AK, that's not going to be very decisive or useful. 20% for ally to be hit last one time. They're so situational. These cards are so... Like, how can I get excited about a card that sounds useful for only maybe 4% of the game? The chance of you drawing it when you need it are slim. Allies attack +5, -20 for ally to be hit. They call it evade backup, but even still, I feel like the English would convey the idea better if it was backup evade. The character who's your buddy, who you might think up as backup, because not the character you're playing this card for, it says ally, not yourself, will have a boost for evasion, which means -20% hit chance. So instead of the backup being evaded, your backup is being evasive. So, like, yeah, the translation's weird. Localization, whatever you want to call it in this case. Theorem. Cures ally of status element. Cost -4. Timer. That's what I wish I had a while ago. Funds are useful. Yeah, I also have to decide of my 30 cards that I'm allowed to pick, which one which ones I'm gonna choose. Some of these just are not gonna get played at all. Block reaction of currently, pumps bleeding, and the spin kicks the buy, sell. Oh my god, what if I ever sell these things? Okay, let's go to deck editor and do what I did last time, which turned out well, which was set it to auto and then fine tune it from there. In the first game, fans told me not to use auto, and I never used auto and didn't have a good time. This time, I tried to customize my deck along the way and didn't have a good time, and then pressed auto and fine-tuned it, and then had a good time for the very first time playing an acid game, so let me try that. What button changes my... Okay, so Venus and Snake. Whenever Snake does get, like, paired up with a super competent female sidekick, they're, like, the most sexually overcharged couple one could possibly imagine. I mean, the guy's name is Snake, and so, in both cases I'm thinking of, Snake and Eva seem like both characters are all about maximalizing the heteronormative visual sexual energies of their respective gender roles. Snake is a soldier, but he also has a huge beard and a huge head of hair. And his body is mostly covered, but what you see of his face is very handsome and sharply angled and rugged. He's got a few scars, but in all the right places. It's very, very manly, right? And then Eva's got, like, her boobs out. She is wearing a bikini. She's blonde. They have implants. Her role is a seductress. It's very, very, very feminine, right? Here, the sexy sidekick is literally called Venus. Snake is still called Snake. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to point out that the protagonists of a Metal Gear game are dripping with not very subtle sexual energies. What do I need to do about their decks, though? Their decks might not be perfect. I might want to trim, extend, shrink, groom, buzz, take a bit here, add a bit there. So we can carry 35 cards now, but Venus doesn't have enough. So I get to choose 2 of my own to fine-tune the automatic selections. Front evade might be useful. Tranquilizer might be useful. Chaff grenade, let's give her one of those. Okay, one more. Hopefully it'll just immediately jump out to me like the chaff grenade did. I don't want to spend too much time thinking about this stuff. I don't know if these portable game decisions are very interesting decisions to think about unless you're also riding the bus at the same time and, like, I don't know, have to worry about jumping out of the window of the bus if it comes flying off a cliff at the same time. Like, something else that your brain is thinking about because it's a portable game. You're supposed to be making casseroles and riding the bus or, waiting in the dentist office waiting room while playing these. Because, like, the decision here is not really that interesting. There's just a lot of factors. I'm gonna have to be weighing the relative values of maybe 10 different cards, and it takes a lot of work to shuffle through the screen and get a good visual memory going on which... Haha! Tranquilizer and chaff grenade. See how many clicks it took for me to find those two? It wasn't that hard of a decision. It just Felt like I was scrolling through bullshit along the way. So I'm happy to report that I did play Mugenics in my own time. I might be warming up to the game. It's certainly not bad. I never did say it was bad. And that feels like a game where the decisions are very high value. There's a lot of risk and reward to be weighing against each other with compelling choices every which way you spin the decision, and it feels good to commit to something under that much weight in that game, because there aren't it's mechanically elegant. I don't know if I would call it aesthetically elegant or whatnot, but you got to think about the decision hard, and the screen's not full of a bunch of bullshit. I'm really not enjoying games that have screens full of bullshit these days. Even if it's an old game like this that still has a screen full of bullshit. I'm too old for screens to be full of bullshit all the time. Let's go workbench. So what did I do? I think I took away cost -4. No, I didn't. I took something away, then put it back to keep 34 in play. 35 cards in play. I'm trying to see which one Snake has equipped. So the way that you tell if a card is equipped, they don't put a little icon next to the graphics. You have to look at the numbers on the right column of the screen and see if the number on the third column from the right, which is the first column of the rightmost sub-column, of the rightmost sub-tab, and if it's higher than 0, that means it's equipped. If it's higher than 1, that means you have multiples and you're more likely to draw it in a panic. So I have to like dart my eyes from one end of my 24-inch monitor to the other to process all the information, because really I'm supposed to be all the way back here. No, I'm supposed to be all the way back here with the screen occupying this much of my hand space. The information that I am supposed to be absorbing at a glance requires eyeball motions, and it's not elegant. So the decisions, all the decisions that I'm making on portable games that I play on the big screen are taking a little bit longer to process. There's a little bit of sludge slowing down my thinking speed with this stuff. Mugenic sure is fun though. Hey, let's do the chaff grenades. Everyone wants a chaff grenade when this game has thrown rooms full of robots at me. Deck changes will be saved. Okay. This game has thrown good. Rooms full of robots at me twice. Rabbits. Rooms full of rabbits. Stop. No, go back. I wanted to hit save, not solid eye theater. Let's just start overwriting. I'm never gonna want to load this game from the security section monitor room again. Now that I realize there's some cool replay values to be done, we're gonna start overwriting. Map select. Cargo train terminal. Terminal research block. So wait a second. Did we not make it to the other side of the train tracks? Or did we not finish the cargo train level? I still love how they spin around in circles and fly away. But anyways, before I begin this, let's see what sort of discussions might be happening on the Twitch chat. Who could imagine men and women would make a compelling dramatic combination? Thoughts on Peace Walker being in the next MGS collection? I'm hoping that it's Switch 1 compatible because I would love to play it on my Nintendo Switch 1. I fear having to buy new hardware just to play a, 12-year-old game on a portable machine the way it's intended to be played. So being able to play it on Switch 1 would be great. Certainly frees up extra brain energy. Giving orders. Okay, I'm all caught up. Good. We were in a hurry to board the train. So I guess this... I feel like they're doing this because the developers didn't want to animate a new pose for them to be sitting in chairs. Oh, it's a cargo train. Okay, the animators didn't want to animate them sneaking on board an open shipping container. Train takes them to the hangar. So this Metal Gear seems to have much more of a sense of humor than all the others I've played. Okay, are we getting betrayed? I'm kind of confused here. I guess not. Nope, never mind. So I'm expecting Venus to betray us any minute now. And I think I remember eliminate those four. Okay, right. I'm also expecting Wise Man to betray us. So when 4 bad guys appeared on the stage, and the good guys said, what are these bad guys doing here? And then Wiseman said, eliminate those 4. And then Venus says, roger that, got it. I was like, oh no, we're getting ambushed and betrayed by the clearly most obvious villains in the story. But I guess not at all. That's absolutely positively not what happened. Stay here and press the skip button because the game might crash while playing sick FMV cutscenes of your favorite Metal Gear historical features and scenes. Can I CQC? No. Can I choose not to do what I have now obligated Snake to do? I cannot. So I guess if you get spotted by a guard, you just kind of have to commit to the movement decisions you made. Alright, we're going to take evasive actions. Which one's more accurate? The older, more lower tech gun. Okay, so we equip the ammo, and then... No! I wanted it to happen the other way around. Okay, we can get a little closer. Hip shot. No, her accuracy is already garbage. Yeah. 50%? How do you have a 50% chance of missing when you're that close to the guy? Oh, he didn't miss. What's wrong? Come on. So this is technically a 2v4. Can't get the hot sexy scientist and the little girl to like throw grenades from the sidelines or something. It would be helpful. Bah, bah, bah. Oikua! Bah, bah, bah. How come he gets to move again? Snake looks extremely useless right now. Attaches to weapon, movement, user's life. I'm gonna have to trade places with my partner here. I'll play this and hope that I get some good weapons next draw. And by I'll play this, I meant I'll play these. So Snake will be able to pull out a gun and shoot it quicker. If I... Yeah, we got my turn back real quick. Okay, see, I'm learning how to play this game. 80%! Maybe, I don't... Hers was 50%, his is 80%. Okay, domino. Oh! I don't know how do the rules work for non-lethal, no tranking, European extreming that? Wow, what a good decision I just made. I can retreat and get down and reduce my damage next time they blast at me. I hate, it's just, I can't, Okay, we'll go ahead and do this first. So, the words were failing me because of how emotionally distraught I was at trying to explain the predicament of how much it confuses and trips me up every time I play this game, that you gotta equip the weapon, then draw the weapon again, and then play the card again. So I gotta remember that when you play, the first equip card you drop down is gonna be the gun that you shoot. So the old good old classic M4, M16 looking thing is a better gun than this newfangled futuristic bullpup looking thing. So I want to make sure I play that first and then the bullpup second. Man, Snake is fucked. Damn. Okay, maybe Snake's gonna be fine. We got ramen noodles. Guy on the right is who I really want to be shooting. And see, this is a waste of a card space, this aim, because I don't have any equip cards. Equip weapon cards, I meant to say. We'll... we'll crawl over here, and then face this away. Oh, I should have used that move to do a CQC and then followed it up with the gun. I realized that the CQC is extremely effective. Let me actually just... Hey, maybe I can toss that boot. Great. Half grenades can blow up. And then, speaking of CQC, let me prepare for it. I don't think I'm actually going to do it this turn. But I will get ready for it next turn. Oh, wow. So do we have any thoughts about the article I'm posting? Any concerns or comments or? Wow, bye. Jesus Christ, that looks terrifying. I feel bad for him almost. Also, look at how ineffective bullets are. I can't do another one, can I? And see, this attack one enemy thing, that's not going to be very useful, because I'd have to attach that to a flamethrower, I guess? Okay, that guy had almost full health, and he did not fall off the train, he just fainted. It feels very bad that I can't do 2 punch kicks per turn. We'll keep the ration, because I might take enough damage to make it worth it. I have never eaten this many healing items before. I gotta edit this auto deck. The auto deck did make some bad decisions. It gave me some modifier cards I'm never gonna use. It gave me some modifier cards I'm not very likely to use. Right up. Okay, so I can tell which gun we're gonna shoot by the silhouette on the board. 70, 50, 67. All of they're bad. I kind of want to keep the C4. Yes. I kind of want to shoot this guy. Use the C4 for the other two. But 50% is such a bad dice roll. Oh my gosh, did he not even die? Okay, we're gonna have to shoot the C4 when they get closer. This music is bopping. Nom nom nom. Oh wow. So I should also replace the... Actually, if I shoot this guy, will the stray bullets catch the other guys? I mean, 8%, but if one of the strays gets him, he's... This is just for experimentation. Well, you know the risks when you conduct an experiment. Oh no, that'll blow up the C4 real good, I bet. Damn, this sucks. Okay, yeah, that's right. Shoot Snake, don't shoot the girl. Venus! Why do I keep forgetting her name? It's so forgettable. Venus is such a forgettable name for your sexy sidekick babe. Alright, let's throw this grenade right away. We're wasting any time. This guy will not be able to move in time for it to blow up. The two to the north of him will, the one to the south of him might go the other way. This is diabolical. Yes! Oh man, the blast is gonna trigger the C4. Ugh. They're not exactly where I want them to be, but they are pretty darn close. Okay, so Snake does absolutely nothing. He'll end his turn in 4 cost. The grenade will blow up. The sleeping guard will go next. He might wake up and get to move, but I don't think he can clear the blast. Maybe Snake should just shoot the explosives. I don't think he's in the blast zone for either of them. Snake just straight sandbagged it. Looked, his facial expression was exactly the same throughout that whole explosive climax. That guy has 8 HP. This guy has 360 HP. Okay, so that's a 75%. Oh. Can I punch, kick, and then? No, I cannot. But I can take cover behind his unconscious ally on the ground. It's very tempting to use that claymore, but I think it'll blow up both of us if I put it down. Now, does his friend on the ground give me a bonus to cover? This is the strangest firefight in history. This? No, it cannot. Stay put for now. Wait, will we? Nah, we'll stay put for now. That card's used. I gotta edit the deck so bad. 48. I don't think taking cover behind his unconscious comrade is having the same effect. So you know what we'll do? Do this old trusty method. Oh, okay. Wait, can I just go back? Yes, yes I can! Oh, I should have planted a claymore on my way. The tables have really turned. These bad guys have no advantage whatsoever. So that was like a 6v1 on a long, narrow corridor. And they just bumbled their way into screwing it up. I wonder if I'm learning the game better. I wonder if that's what's actually happening. Oh, I missed. Okay, so now Venus has more health points. So let's do... Yeah! Yeah! How much health did this guy have? A lot. Okay. Well, we keep finding clever ways to narrow the amount of bad guys. Sure, why not? What do we have to lose at this point? Okay. Nope, no you don't. Well, we didn't get to use the C4, but we did get to save the day and beat the bad guys. Mission complete. Good job, soldier. The troops are coming home. Elegant. I feel like understanding the system also allows for some very funny gameplay, too. There's a sense of humor in the story and also in the gameplay. She can see the bridge up ahead. The hangar's just beyond that, right? Yes. Satellite is picking up. That can't be right. Well, okay. Wait, where are we? Are we still on the train? Okay, yes, we are. But, like, why are we in this featureless void? This Final Fantasy VII boss fight arena. Is a menu of moves going to show up at the bottom of the screen with Final Fantasy boss fight music playing? Because it kind of looks like we're playing one of those games. This character design, the environmental design, the way the characters like look at each other with their idle poses looping. This is not. This is very the department of game developers that made this game. We're very far geographically and artistically than the main Metal Gear team, I think. The aesthetic totality of the experience does nothing to evoke tactical real-time action. It's it's about looking at characters who look like they would be really, really fun to play with in a real-time action game and imagining that visual is half the fun anyway. Copplethorn. The music also feels like the Final Fantasy villain about to give a speech before, where, you know, the screen starts swirling around with the Microsoft Solitaire Tails effect and the boss battle begins. Fertilization? Excuse me? Does the overwhelming sexual tension of the character design come through in the script too? You should be satisfied. What more could you want? Total global fertilization. Sorry. Yeah, the dialogue is weighed down with something. I need you. Where are we? I don't remember us being in a desert. There was like a large high-tech corporate tower for most of the game, and then the moment you step outside, there's absolutely nothing in every single direction except a flat line that is the ground. Oh my god, this is the scene where dramatic stuff happens on a bridge. In every Metal Gear Solid game... In every Metal Gear Solid game except maybe Metal Gear Solid 5, dramatic stuff happens on a bridge. That's where the characters betray each other, or like the real secret villain behind everything is revealed, or something like that. Of course, there was a bridge and a train that goes across it, a narrow pathway across a narrow gap, and 3 years ago. Is he talking about Metal Gear Acid 1? I'm dead serious. That's exactly how she wants it. Even Snake has jiggle physics. Did you see his suit jiggle? The girls, their boobs jiggle. The boys, all the heavy armor and equipment on their backpack jiggles. It's all about the dimorphism. He looks extremely functional. She looks extremely aesthetic. I still am having a hard time understanding what is going on, because where is going on is a question so profoundly unanswered all of a sudden. Okay, so yeah, I thought we were like in a high-tech office tower in Singapore. I thought we were in a city or a suburb, a developed human urban environment. But apparently we're in some kind of undeveloped wilderness wasteland environment where tanks are showing up out of nowhere. Metal Gear has plenty of operating room. There's a bridge across a territorial blockage. Okay, we had a chance to get out of here. The bad guys are fighting each other. President Rosinski says that if you surrender, he'll try to be understanding. Oh, the horror. The horror. Chaya Ha-Kadash. What the? Chaya Ha-Kadash is it Hebrew? Wait, any... You people. Okay, so there was some kind of incident 3 years ago. I'm wondering if that is going to be the Metal Gear Acid 1 story, and if Snake was just fed false memories of him blowing up Pablo Escobar's lab and saving... It wasn't Colombia. They changed the name. It was called something like the Paragon Republic. It wasn't Panama, it was like Paragona. The Paragona Republic. The Pablo Escobar's real name was there, but they changed it to a fake country. And now I'm wondering if we're gonna find out that Solid Snake blowing up Pablo Escobar's drug factory might have been a VR mission all along, sent by the Patriots to throw you off. Okay, we have 2 hours. Wait, 2 hours to do what again? I forgot. See, if you were playing this game portably, you'd be able to look out the window or something and see the town that the train's going through when the screen gets covered up with blinding white light. I feel like games made to be played on a big screen in a dark room are definitely lower on the blinding white lights. Oh, I got the hiccups. I got the hiccups from talking so much. Gets my gases all circulating. I'm gonna save. I'm very happy that for once one of the missions was not very long. It was bite-sized in a way that seems portably appropriate. We're gonna edit the deck before I go to the bathroom and forget which cards were useless that round. C4 was useful. Claymore, chaff grenade, C3. C3? C4? Ugh. They look like the same thing. One of them just sits for 50 more damage. Right. Marines, aim. Okay, attaches to weapon. Nope, throw it away. Bad, garbage. I do not want to feed my family that card for dinner. That is a weak card for weak men. Feels good to crack myself up for once. Life, front evade. Might be these are always fun. The cost -4 cards I like those guys. Cyborg Ninja is one of the ultimate weapons in modern warfare. There just might be something more compelling, but I gotta keep him in mind. Cyborg Ninja is the most likely candidate I've seen so far for the job. Counter block. Oh, I don't have that equipped. What am I doing looking at those? I should have looked at this number of this column number here. See, I was busy reading at the cards, judging them for their usefulness, when I should have seen if I have them equipped or not. So wait, was I doing all that moaning and groaning about Snake's deck having a little useless lump on it, and it was only one tiny useless lump? I think Venus's deck might have a few useless lumps, but Snake's deck had only one useless lump. So let's replace that useless lump of a action plus attack, accuracy plus aim card. Wait, no, before I do this, deck changes will be saved. Okay, his deck is not complete though. There's a little hole where a lump should be. But that's fine. I wanted to stop that plan because I thought of something complicated and stupid I have to do, which is buy booster packs of cards in between levels. Pew! Front line. I've never used that. Pew! More guns. I might use those. More grenades. Pew! Boxes, blitzes, nothing useful. Funds, Marines, draw 3 linkage. Oh, wait, Nikita missile. Move 5 blocks. Okay, the Nikita missile. Let's keep that one in mind. Snake could use a... We got 2! Snake could use that Nikita missile, I think. Where did it go? Where did it go? Now I gotta click all the way through this thing. There we go. Oh my god, I have 4. Deck changes will be saved. Okay, now what were those singles? No, fucking god! Buy singles. Okay. I thought there would be another one because I played a level, but it's still blanked out. Monster's reaction. Okay, can I just get a new pack info? No, I cannot. I don't know what refreshes that. Okay. Okay, deck editor. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see what happened on the Twitch chat while I'm... Microphone cables all wang jangled. Hang on a minute. All right. Okay. So regarding the news article, being loud got results, everyone loves an underdog, landlords not exactly sympathetic nowadays. Looks like a good summer journey, no real questions. Mostly just detailed refresher, while that in details explains some of what was in the council meeting. Metal Gear looks like a Digimon? Oh no, Digimon got extra protection from Nintendo lawyers for being Japanese. They're friendlier towards their fellow Japanese corporations, ripping them off than they are to Westerners. Wait, Ron Cinephile, wait, wow, jaw drops. What were you dropping your jaw at? It's hard to imagine the people who made Digimon not asking, like, we're totally gonna get sued for this. We're not even trying to pretend it's not a Pokemon ripoff. Pokemon didn't exist in an alternate cyberpunk universe. I mean, wait, no, come to think of it, kind of. Like, don't they turn into digital energy or something when they're inside the Pokeballs? Or was that a translation issue? More importantly, why should I care? I don't care. Equal opportunity jiggle physics, snake boobs. The iconic Hideo Kojima bridge scene. The highest ranking. Wait, so it was like a Hebrew thing? It's the highest ranking angel in Judaism. Which is a thing. The angelology is the name of the thing, and it's very silly, and I love it. We don't have hiccup humor. That used to be a thing. Happy George reads like we're in the Bizarro universe. Yeah, people getting hit on their head and lumps growing. That used to be a thing, too. Every other cartoon had that. Dude said Digimon predated Pokemon. Is that what had your jaw on the floor? Someone being wrong about Pokemon on the internet is enough to trigger a jaw drop these days? That's all it takes, huh? Yeah, and that bridge scene is totally Die Hard 3. Well, I guess I gotta watch Die Hard 3 before I'm allowed to ever talk about Metal Gear Solid ever again. Alright, let's edit Venus's big fat deck. She has a deck size of 35, and some of those cards were useless. God, I hate how I have to look at the numbers to see if it's equipped or not. I was looking at the wrong number, fuck. Okay, M4, equipment level 2, that one's kind of no, it's not. Marines, Navy SEALs. This one's kind of useless. Hip shot's kind of useless. Maybe she wants more, maybe she needs more heal items. Let me rephrase that statement. Maybe I want more healing items for her, because it seemed like she was taking a lot of damage without a lot of heals last match. Unamushi destroys all recovery cards in the target sequence. See, what the fuck is that even? How do I... Oh, good, a sea louse, a type of crustacean isopod. Are these the little bugs that were crawling all over the big show when you're searching for bombs and you spray them out of the way? I thought those were just regular old roaches. Funamushi. I don't know, is this maybe a Japanese word for regular old roaches? A sea louse, a type of crustacean isopod. Never mind, roaches are definitely not those. Donald Anderson. Funamushi. What's that? Someone less lazy than me. Please type it into Google. I got a show to put on. I got a weird game to concentrate on. I can't be Googling Funamushi, but you can. Apply linkage, cost linkage, add knockdown linkage. Who the fuck? Linkage is shit to my ass. I don't want any of that garbage. So we took away 2 useless lumps from her deck. So let's replace them with some useful lumps. The Thompson. The Thompson. We only have 1. That is useless. Unless I have another gun that uses 45. I don't think I do. And I am not interested in sorting by ammo, because if I try that, it'll screw something else up, I'm sure of it. Staff grenade, claim. Okay, we'll give her 1 more ration. Never mind, I don't have more rations. First aid. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe I should do aim hit plus 20. Her aim accuracy is pretty shit, so this one might be actually useful. Aim boost. Okay, we'll give her the aim boost. Total evasion next turn, all equipment. That sounds situational, too situational. Ooh, a super duper flamethrower. These flamethrowers are always useful. I would like to watch the FMV, please. I'm gonna make a save state before using that one, and if it crashes the game, we'll just load from save state. So... I was thinking of a pistol, but I might change my mind. I only have 1 card to add, not 2. Rear evade. Oh, right. Let's give her no more rations, huh? Are there any other healing items? Does she have bandages? Bandage. Okay, we got all those we got. Front evade. We'll do front evade. I think that might be the most useful one here. Alright, before seeing what's next, I'm gonna check on what's passed in the Twitch chat. It's the louse from Metal Gear Solid 2, yeah, the ones in the big show. So wait, you're telling me that those weren't regular roaches? Those were some super special marine isopod crustacean? Vamp love those guys. Also rank if you have caught on your rations. Orf roach. Funamushi equals the insect. Pick some healing items out of Snake's Jack. I don't think so. I'm not taking that risk. Nano roaches, son. Alright, I didn't think I would do it, but I'm opening up a window now to look at fucking sea roaches in Google. Let's see what these are about, 'cause I'm too curious not to and don't know how to restrain or constrain myself. What is this Naruto bullshit? That's not from Metal Gear Solid Part Duh. Munamushi. Why is the story bad? Wharf roach, species of isopod closely related to this. Ligia exotica? That looks like a roach. That looks like a regular, ordinary roach. Oh, I see. Looks kind of like a lobster when it's a baby, maybe. Woodlouse sea slater. Wait, I thought an isopod was not a land insect. I thought isopods were roach-looking sea creatures that actually evolved down a different path to land on a similar anatomy to roaches. A large coastal isopod crustacean. So, there was a picture with someone holding it. Yeah, that looks kind of like a regular ordinary roach. So, like, they're roaches that just live in or around the ocean. Various parts of the world living in rocky coasts and harbor walls just above high water mark. I didn't know there was a specialized version of roach specially evolved for marine environments. That Did Hideo Kojima even bother about that, care about that, include that in Metal Gear Solid 2, or did they come up with that after the fact? Because I don't think their role in the game is anything more remarkable or different than that of an ordinary roach. This whole entire time, I don't think I ever encountered anything about the roaches in Metal Gear Solid 3 being any kind of special water roach. Is that retroactive continuity? Didn't they say they were modifying them to fix this fake oils? Search with Metal Gear. I don't know. You know what? We're back to Metal Gear Acid 2. Depends on how long my body holds out. She looks like an absolute gremlin in some of these poses. Oh wait, we're okay, so I guess we got blown up by Metal Gear. She just spun 15 degrees on an axis. This feels a little climatic. Are we starting to approach the third act of the story? I'm waiting. I'm especially eager to see what they do with this 3-year reveal because I'm very, very interested to know whether or not it really officially is canon that Solid Snake blew up Pablo Escobar's drug factory, or if that was all false memories planted by the Patriots. And oh lord, this camera angle. He has jiggle physics! Oh my god! Okay, now we're like back inside the high-tech corporation tower that I guess is sticking monolithic, like, out into the empty void of the desert. We now know what is outside this building, and it is not pretty. This building stands alone in an apocalyptic wasteland. Fine, shut up. Ah. Okay, so we're at half health. Are they trying to do the thing? Are they trying to do the thing where, life 100, life 500, jeez. Just 5 times more. Are they trying to do a thing where it feels like you're busting out of prison without your weapon and abilities? I would like to know their route before I move around. Maybe if I crawl underneath the piece to the south, be able to avoid both of them. It's their turn. Okay, let's do it. Wait, can I... No, shit, dicks! Okay. Can I... Can't crouch and press. Way more... Ooh, Nikita's might be... Oh. Okay, so for her to get spotted, the furthest southeastern corner, he would need to be 4 squares away. I wish she had a box she could wear. And I hope that crawling on the ground gives some kind of boost to stealth. Evade will be useful. The M4 will be useful. Oh my god, I don't think I'm close enough to either guard for them to move. See what happens. Yeah, they're not doing anything. I'm getting my turn right back. Oh my gosh. Okay, now if I retreat back the way I came, we might be able to ensure that that guard will never sneak up on me while I try and silently, stealthily take out this guy to his east. If I just stay out of his, like, AI activation aggro radius, his friend will have no chance of getting backup support during our fight. But yeah, things are feeling climatic. Hey, I can go under. The music is more dramatic. Ooh, I just saw a flash of lightning. I might have to put Eddie in a closet or something, crate or something, because he doesn't like storms and always tries to hide in a dark little corner somewhere. Okay, buddy boy. You want to sit in my lap? He's just scared. Oy. Baby boy. Okay. Yeah, we have the cyborg ninja. Could combine it with a gun when it's finally time. Okay. I'm hoping for knockdown here. Yeah, good. Damn it! Okay. Adjusting to failed plans. Part of the game, nothing to be worried about, right? Can't believe she has jiggle physics for aiming the gun. Maybe I should have done a punch kick. Now, there is the guy just to the west of us. What was that? Ugh, reinforcement. Okay, chaff grenade. Wait, who am I right now? I'm Venus. Alright. No damage. Hope I get a flanking bonus. I think so. I think those were crits. Hey! Bad guys in video games aren't allowed to heal. That's breaking the rules. Sleeping would be very funny right now. %. I bet I should have been crawling. I bet you can plant claymores while crawling. Excuse me? What? What? I think the rules are getting broken here, because I've never seen a one-hit KO death. Geez. Alright, let's commit to it. 0. So maybe if we hide under the desk while the alert phase gets down to 0. Hey! I was just saying! I didn't see that! Oh. Well, the alert phase isn't going to get down to 0 anytime soon, and they might know that I'm under the desks. So fine. Okay, now can I flamethrower him from down here? I will save the state, because there's a lot of uncomfortable questions that the game, I don't think, is ready to have a conversation about. Can I use the flamethrower while crouched? Does it depend on what direction I'm facing? Because I can't tell. I can't tell what direction I'm facing. It would seem logical for me. It's not like a rocket launcher where there's a back blast. I can visualize a soldier using a flamethrower from a prone position. So, to test whether or not I can, I have to play a movement card. Rotate this way, okay. Now, use. Cannot use. Okay, question answered. I cannot use the flamethrower while crouched. Let me double check it's... Okay, I have to... In order to not get Snake caught in the blast, I have to get a bit creative. So let's knock him one square away. What? They're on the same square now. So we can maybe get away with throwing a predictive grenade in the direction of the next card. Over here. I hope Eddie's not clawing into the carpet. After this turn, I'm gonna go check on him. That predictive grenade. That's all it did was reset the alert timer back to where I don't want it to be. So this will be the first time I will have to figure out how getting up a downed ally works. Eddie. Eddie is safe in the crate. Alright. He's back. We're back in action. Hey! Oh, fucking K. How in the world was I supposed to predict that walking onto that tile would reset the alert timer back to 99.99%? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at the guards who should have a sight line on that. And I am not seeing whoever or whatever it was that did that. All right, we'll get them to hide in different tables. How does this timer work? 73, 66. Maybe that guard coming into play is why. Man, I don't fucking know. Wait a second. Okay, they did mention in the briefing that Solid Snake is injured and only has 100 HP, but that still means that he should be able to take like 4 rifle blasts. Well, he's good now. It's like nothing ever happened. We're just waiting for the timer to go down. So this extra special healing item is going to be useless. Yeah. Alright, now I'm not going to try anything fancy until evasion timer's all the way down too. We have caution? We do. If I really know what's good for me, I shouldn't try anything fancy until the caution timer's all the way down too. But I'm gonna try some fancy things because I'm kind of out of patience. So this guard is looking to the west. Tiles to the west are no good. Not gonna go there. But the tiles to the north of me and to the east of me look like no one is guarding them. So east. East. And in turn, or at least play card. South. Play card. East. North. Okay, in turn. Ah, thank God I was out of range. Woo! Alright. Back in action. In action. In action. Bop bop! Bop! No, I was hoping he would fall over the rail, but this is... This works too. Oh yeah, this works. We're working alright. Hope they don't see me from... Wait, this is a casino? That's a card table. I didn't know we were in a casino this whole time. Yeah. Tough. Tough hand of cards. Now, what about the crossbow? I can use this while crouched. What is that guy doing there? Okay, that makes things complicated. Miss? I thought it said 90%. Wait, what's the difference between these two squares? One of them has a background that's gray, the other one has a background that's black. What does it mean? Am I gonna get shot in the booty? Uh-oh.
It's the enemy!
Now, what this guy like disappeared in the fog of war here. I had a claymore set up. I can still use it. Amazingly, you're not in an alert phase right now. Healing. Next few steps I take will reveal a guy to the south of.
It's the enemy!
Okay, we'll throw it, give him a punch kick, then we gotta skedaddle. We'll throw it, shoot him with guns, and then punch kick and skedaddle, because I'm pretty sure you can punch kick and skedaddle on the same turn. If you can't punch kick and skedaddle, then that is gonna be a pretty wild turn of the rules as I have known them so far. Okay, good. We punch kicked, now we're skedaddling. We are skedaddling. Good. Okay. So that stuff should blow up and kill him. Boom. Okay, well it didn't kill him, but it caught him on fire. That's good too. There's a claymore he's liable to walk into if we can lure him into the path. Wait, is the fire gonna get him actually? Now how can I tell that the M4 on the left of the two is the one with the accuracy bonus applied? Do I just have to memorize? Boy, it sure is good that I can skedaddle where I want to, when I want to right now. I thought I was in trouble when it comes to skedaddling. Where did this guy disappear to? I swear there was a guy here. I thought there was a fog of war or something, because he just disappeared before my very eyes when no one was looking at him, but now people are looking at where he should be and he has not reappeared. Ah! Okay, well, we very stealthily executed one of the two guards I was worrying about. I'm afraid to get out from the desk, kind of. No alerts were raised while blowing that guy up with a grenade and then watching him burn to death. Good. Move here. And then see if we can get some sniping done. Why even worry about sniping when you have a Cyborg Ninja card in your holster? Chaff grenade. Nah, let's turn it into movement. I was gonna, like, throw it out as a predictive measure, but I think that's be less useful than... Okay, I guess that's the last guy left. %. Damn, I should have crouched. $14%. Thanks. Alright, now what about Venus? Venus has an accuracy buff on the left of her two M4s. The left M4 has an accuracy buff. Still turns for a while waiting to draw good weapons. Maybe Venus can remove Claymore. Right. Is this any better or worse? 5%. It's worse. Aw, man, they can't occupy the same square on the same turn. All that sexual energy and tension just went to waste. Come on. Okay, we're getting a little warmer. There we go. That's the stuff. Oh, he can play 3 cards next turn, too. I think, target. 44? Hell yeah. Now, if I use the one on the right, it's 24. Could we? Not yet. Already. Let's that and that. Okay, now Snake might actually be ready. 15 is not great, but X 31. But we're combining it with the Cyborg Ninja, and after alerting him, he'll come closer. Accuracy score will just get higher the closer he gets. The Cyborg Ninja already did most of the work for us. He's so confused. I don't actually think Venus was ready. Wanted to have 2. Yeah, those are all misses. I don't have a second chance to... Hey, this... fun. Could have thrown it before shooting, actually. Or not. Am I good? Yeah, I should have thrown it closer to him. No! The best laid plans have gone awry twice. Wow, now Snake hits for 47%. Alright, come on, walk into the same sight line. That's what the music sounds like. That's what this music is. This music is lip slop. in order to make the corresponding lip sounds to emulate the sound of this music, you have to just make utter slop with your mouth. What were they thinking? I don't need to use this flamethrower. I just need the alert timer down and we're going home. Should I use the Nikita missile? Eh. The worst possible thing that could happen right now is me running into my own claymores. That would ruin the good vibes I had. Is it just me, or is this game also easier? It's probably just me learning how to play this game for once. Yeah, let's use that. Ba-da, ba-da. Ba-da, ba-da. Now alerts at 6. Am I going to be walking into anyone's sight line? I'm really not. I am absolutely, positively not. Just... let's just go. Pick the lowest cost cards. Walk to the end. You know, I need to crawl to the end. Goes. For the walk into the end, I'll crawl to the end for that go. Alright, now Snake's gotta go. There was something I did earlier that applied a cost discount on some of these cards, and I was very excited to use it the following turn. And it didn't end up lasting the turn. What was the deal with that? Why did I just find a Bob's or World? World may never know the answer to all of its mysteries. Ooh. Hey. I'm gonna play it safe. Dun 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 dun. Ba bum bum bum. I guess we gotta get both of our boys on here. Our boy and our girl. Dun dun dun. Alright, what time is it? 10:50. Cost 280. Got a D. I got a D. I got caught by guards like 3 times. I got blasted in the booty like twice. I got blown up by gunk maybe once. I don't feel like I did great, but I also feel like I was in control of the situation the whole time and understood how things were going, and it's finally feels intuitive. I'm predicting how the next few turns are gonna go. When the game does something weird and breaks its own rules, I can fucking tell. Like that guard who disappeared, that wasn't a fog of war. There's never been a fog of war in the game so far. I saw a guard disappear, despawn out of play before my very eyes, and I am very mad about that. I am going to write a letter to my senator. I'm going to call the cops. Metal Gear Acid is one of the video games of all time. Metal Gear Acid 2 is a better version of it that's fun. Put that on the back of the box in quotes. Her hair is huge! How much shampoo does she gotta use? I think I just passed the camera without being seen. How does she sneak past cameras? She's like this Strider. There's this flowing cape of golden hair that reflects in the light flowing behind her. How is that sneaky? Look, Radinsky already knows there's someone out there. Look at this guy's portrait. Look at this fucking thumb man. He looks like a thumb with a face and a mustache drawn on it. No one in this game looks serious. This game is very hard to take serious. I can't tell how serious we're supposed to be. How serious is the game? How serious am I? How serious is just the situation in which we are experiencing this? What kind of mood we should be in when playing Metal Gear Acid is a question Metal Gear Acid has constantly had a difficult time solving. This one less so than the first, but both of them. Is it a wacky cartoon for kids? Is it a sexy anime for teenagers? Is it a Metal Gear for adolescent boys? Is it a Digimon for small children? Is it a Yu-Gi-Oh? Is it a... Because those are like card games. Central Bridge was destroyed. It was very dramatic. Two of the villains betrayed each other. Copplethorne took Takayama back to the hangar with them. How do you think she got to the top? You need to do away insane CEO. How do you think she got to top? Is she rolling her eyes at the typo along with me? Very dedicated to her job, if you know what I mean. Do I know what you mean? Quite the pro? Is this innuendo as the camera is going down the girl body? I wonder if that was triggered to happen or if that's just the game like telling me that I'm taking too long. The camera really wants to look at her absolute area. That's the camera's favorite. Everyone says this. Everyone tells you you gotta go to the thing, but there's some bullshit you're gonna have to deal with. I forgot about a bit of the bullshit, by the way. You're gonna have to deal with some of the bullshit on your own. What? You forgot about the bullshit? That's right. There's 3 layers of bullshit. Fine. Got it. 3 layers of bullshit on the way to the thing. That's how 1 out of every 6 Metal Gear conversations goes. I see. Well, we should be able to deal with the bullshit. One more thing. Just what the hell is Copple trying to do? She talks like Solid Snake. She walks like a gremlin. But every now and then, the camera has to slowly pan up and down her absolute area. Also, I missed the fact that we were talking to a TV screen this whole time. I thought we were talking through the crack in the door. Is it a mind control thing? Because that was the thing in the first game. Not very effectively, evidently. Oh man, we get to have this fantasy of the ICC being a plot MacGuffin. Twisting the knife here. The Metal Gear games always put way too much faith in non-governmental organizations. Bum bum bum! What? Okay, so apparently Snake killed the hostage's wife? Copplethorne's wife? Her goblin walk is so funny. Alright, should I edit the deck? 10:57. We'll edit the deck a bit before I go out for the night. Headquarters, that's new. Sets an anti-status ailment trap. Survival knife. Oh, that's gonna be good. Alright, let's go ahead and survival knife, survival knife, survival knife. I want that survival knife. The Metal Gear series single-handedly wore out my fear of nuclear weapons. Take my prime money and defeat your evil. Thank you, King Bastard Boy. First thing I see is the game. Don't these games have immunity to burn via the bomb suit? Nope, that bomb suit was just for pretty. Just cosmetic bomb suit only. That definitely happened to me, but the first time I played I screwed around a lot. MGS2 is incredibly novel for its level so far. It's genuinely impressive. Oh my god. Okay, so the Sea Lice in Metal Gear Solid 2 have a special codec call and can apparently infest your rations. Snake falls in the water during the vamp fight. He dies like piranhas. The water bugs eat you? Cyborg Ninja really is the win the game card. Lip slop LMAO. This game gives you B's and C's even if you get 0 alerts and kills. This is quite the cranium on Rodinsky. Everyone in the game has big brains. Wacky, sexy anime Metal Gear. Harem anime. Harem Metal Gear. Wait, no, we had a genre description. BD Gems got it. Harem Metal Gear anime card game. They were throwing darts at the wall. Like they had to combine. There was some Konami team that was given the assignment to make a version of Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation Portable, but weird. A spin-off. They got Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops on the way, so your traditional Metal Gear is already covered. All right, team, we need a spin-off. What are we gonna do? Oh no, boss. We'll have a great idea for you by the end of the evening. The team then shuffles into a conference room and sets up a dartboard on the wall. At some point, there are anime girls on this wall. At some point, there are popular trading card game Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon TCG stuff on the wall. The darts land on both. The team scrambles. Metal Gear Acid launches out the gate with acceptable review scores of 6, 7s, and 8s. But you know what? How the hell did it get a sequel? How the hell did it get a sequel? I guess it sold alright. It did not review well. I don't think the fans remember it as harshly as I remember it, but I don't think they remember it fondly. I don't think it is regarded as one of the great Metal Gear games of all time. I think it is merely regarded as a Metal Gear game of all time. Acid 2, on the other hand, does have a bit of a defense force who will yell at you if you make fun of it too hard. There are people who like this one, and I'm seeing why. It is the refinement of an absolutely wacky spin on the Metal Gear concept that had to have been selected by by darts. Harem Metal Gear anime card game for the portable. I think the camera sticking on Venus's legs is just perfect. Well, the game also has the metal eye perv bait stuff. So like, this is a game for Metal Gear fans who are like younger and going to school and have a little portable game machine to use on their commutes. And it's for Metal Gear fans who are into checking out solid sexy babes. What is this? Funamushi. Oh, this is just a cutscene from Metal Gear Solid 3, but in B. I'm gonna make a save state in case the game crashes. I'm gonna fast forward because we've seen it before. Oh, it's in Japanese. The text, low resolution. The video is low resolution. Japanese voice actors sound kind of different, but we all know what's going on there. What? Where was the like Japanese baby person? Yeah, this is it. So Metal Gear Acid 2 is a Metal Gear game for Metal Gear fans who are into trading card games and oogling beautiful women and turn-based tactical strategy action. There's some cross reference between these demographics here. The Venn diagram somehow made sense when... I don't know, did the Venn diagram make sense? Somehow, when they pitched this game to the executives, they made the Venn diagram seem to make sense for long enough to get the project greenlit. It is still a wild, weird... glitchy corruption of the concepts. Sets an anti-status ailment trap in the block we're used. Listen, guys, I only have 35 cards to use. There's maybe a 1 in 60 chance the headquarters will be useful. Why would I pick these? This game is so weird. I saw something useful come up. Mines, yes, mines. Mines are always useful. Attack 120, step on it to disarm. Now that might be more useful than the claymores because it's not dependent on it facing a certain direction. Claymore. And it hits for more. Okay, we got 2 of those. Let's just throw them away. They're worth 6 cost. How much are the mines worth? Probably more, I bet. Ah, ha, ha! They're also worth 6. But I only have 1. Okay, 1 mine and 1 claymore. Those mines are basically an upgrade on the claymores. Neat. Unless it turns out I'm wrong. Okay, what else do we get? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's an equip though. So I need another one to actually use it. Oh well. Okay, did Venus get anything new in that? Top up, recovery, draw 3. 3 cards, links to another linkage. Links to another linkage! Now we're getting redundant! We're linking to linkages! Okay, this is fine. Our decks are fine. Let's save 393922 on this one. And make a save state on residential area. Okay, so I guess we approached the bridge and then it got blown up. Back to cargo train, now residential. Okay, the residential area should look kind of new. Next week on another exciting, another contemplative, reflective, meaningful experience of Metal Gear Monday. We'll We'll see what else Acid has in store for us. There's 3 messages here. Won't be a card game without trash cards. I don't like that. I don't like that they're emulating the concept of trash cards. Like, it's a computer game. You don't need to sell cardboard garbage for the landfill to be able to have your employees feed their families. You don't gotta emulate the malicious economic dynamics at play that make trash cards a concept in this genre. Legend of Zelda, Link to the Link. They recently made UT2K4 free to distribute. Wow, I haven't played this in 20 years. Bombing run. Maybe we'll have a UT2K4 night. We had a UT2K0 night. We had a UT2K-1 night. We had a UT99 night in the Super Bunny Hut Patreon Discord. I got a lot on my plate, but some of the stuff on my plate are fun Rainbow Six Siege nights. I don't have a UT2K4 night on my plate yet, but maybe we will soon. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for joining. That was a lot of fun. It feels great having fun for once. Yay!